All right, just checked out the final product. I'm pretty happy. So you're like me, you're searching YouTube, you're trying to find out what exhaust you want for your 5-liter F-150. I searched quite a few videos. I couldn't find exactly what I wanted. I wanted something that was a little more aggressive than stock, but not obnoxious by any means. So I've watched several videos of the catbacks that are on the market, and there was nothing that really drew my attention that I wanted, because most of them seemed like they were too loud. And I wanted something that wouldn't bug the family, didn't have drone, things like that. So I started doing some more research, and I really couldn't find any videos of exactly what I was looking for. So hopefully this video will help you out. I stuck with something pretty simplistic. I ordered a high flow resonator with a Flowmaster 70 series, and I'll explain a little more into the video when I show what it looks like underneath stock and after the upgrade too. So by doing that, the 70 series of course is longer. It's going to be a little more quiet or tamed in comparison to some of the other Flowmaster stuff. And then just for show, I did a VRP exhaust tip. So that doesn't do a whole lot. It just looked, I thought, a little bit nicer than the stock tip. So I'll get right into it. The first couple videos here or clips will be of the stock exhaust cold start, and then the custom exhaust cold start. And then I'll dive a little more into underneath so you guys can see it too and see what you think. And then I'll add in the description the parts I use so you can look at the pricing. But I think all in all, the gentleman charged me 80 bucks to install it with the welds and did a good job. So I'm probably looking at a total of $550 to $600, which is still cheaper than the equivalent catback on the market that I was looking at by Flowmaster. I think that was like $850 or somewhere through there. So I'll add those in the details too, just so you can see it. But hopefully you enjoy. Thanks. So on these trucks, we come back from the cats and we join the catback right here, and it goes from a 3-inch connection and bolts into a 2.5. I'm not sure why Ford did that, because it's 2.5 through the stock resonator, 2.5 between the resonator and the muffler, and then on the back side it converts back to 3-inch and exits the vehicle. But ultimately, with replacing the muffler, of course, for a little bit more sound, I also want to replace the resonator portion and that pipe, and that way it's 3-inch to the back of the truck too. Alright, getting ready to get on the highway on-ramp, so I'm going to try to go to wide open throttle just so you can kind of hear it. Truck up there. Alright, so I'm at 20 miles an hour right now. I'm going to floor it. That's the 70. So still very quiet, but it's kind of why I wanted to change up the exhaust. The older I get, I want it a little more quiet than a lot of the exhaust systems that are on the market. So I decided to order a Flowmaster 70 series, and I'm also going to have a SPD Resonator that's 3-inch, true 3-inch through installed as well at the same time. And I'm hoping that I can get something that's a little quieter than a lot of the aftermarket catbacks, but also just a little more than stock. Give it a little bit of an exhaust tone, maybe sound a little more aggressive. Right now, even on on the highway, you can't really hear the exhaust at all, of course, which is probably good for most people. I'm kind of in between. I don't really want to buy a catback just because they do seem louder. I've listened to several like on YouTube, and I couldn't really find one that piqued my interest. I wanted something just a little more quiet, and I could have bought a catback and like maybe put an extra resonator in there, but you're still spending more money in that fashion. So I bought the 70 series. That's 3-inch center, so center in, center out. The exhaust that is on the truck stock has an offset, and they're both on the same side. So they'll probably have to be tilted a little bit to get it to fit appropriately. But I called this exhaust guy, and I went over the part number with him, and he agreed that this would be the best fit. So I'm taking the truck to him now to do the muffler and the resonator, and I'm going to have him put on an aftermarket exhaust tip as well, just to remove the stock one that came with Ford. That's a flush or flat cut, and just put a 4-inch angled one on. So we'll see how it sounds. Alright, just picked up the truck and getting ready to jump on the highway. It definitely has a little more noise, and it sounds pretty good. You can hear it a little bit in the cab, but I've got the radio off, got the AC down, so let me slow down a little bit just to merge with traffic, but it definitely has a little more noise. It sounds good. I like it. I haven't got a chance to look up underneath yet to look at the quality, but so far at first impression, sounds good. See if kind of hear some of the cabin noise. So you can definitely hear it in the cabin now. I'm doing 65. I'm in 9th gear right now, and you can hear a little bit. As soon as I can, I'll try to get in the left lane and just go around these couple vehicles. Very minimal sound interior. I mean, you can definitely hear it, but it's not annoying. In fact, if I think you have the radio on even at a medium volume, you're probably not going to hear much of it at all. But it's noticeable, it's there, and it sounds nice. But I'm up to 75 now on the highway, and there's really no drone that I can hear. So first impression is good. I like it. So this is a finished product. This is my first time getting up underneath here to look at it. But got the high flow resonator. There's the extension pipe that comes with it, welded into the Flowmaster 70 series. He had to, of course, just make some brackets, and then straight onto my existing exhaust, which is 3-inch, all the way out the back to MBRP exhaust tip. But it looks really nice. I wasn't sure how close it'd be to the drive shaft, but got plenty of room here, and that turned out nice. So not too shabby. I'm happy with it.